Hello again. We will be discussing general education and how to search for a general education course using our SBCC class schedule search engine. General education is an opportunity for students to be able to take courses outside of their intended major to make them a well-rounded learner. What you see on your screen are the different categories of general education options. You obviously have English and math. You have oral communication, which looks at how people communicate with each other. So you'll find classes like public speaking or small group communication. You have the arts and the humanities, and you'll find classes like music or film studies and humanities courses like history and the study of different languages. You have the social sciences, which looks at how people relate to each other or to different systems. So you have classes like psychology and global studies. You have the sciences, and so you'll find classes there like biology and chemistry and astronomy. And then you have ethnic studies or multicultural gender studies, and you'll find some classes in there that study different people groups. Now, each one of you will be taking one course, at least this first term, from one of the different general ed categories. It's totally up to you which one you'd like to choose. Throughout your time at Santa Barbara City College, if your goal is to earn an associate's degree or to transfer, you'll be taking classes in each of these different areas. But for your first semester, you'll want to go ahead and choose one. So if you can, go ahead and look at your Think About It form and select which general education category you'd like to take for your first term. Now, I wanted to also bring your attention to the right-hand side of the screen where you see that it says placeholders. And you'll see right underneath all the placeholders, it says Cal GETC. Cal GETC is a general education pattern used for students who plan to transfer. It can also be used for students who want to get an associate's degree. The reason why it says placeholder is because when we work with you in a few minutes, we will be looking at what category you choose that to take this first term. And that will be sufficient for us to put on your plan. Then you are going to go ahead and use our SBCC class schedule search engine to identify which course you would like to take to fulfill that specific area. Let me show you on the next page. On the left-hand side, you'll see Joe Vaccaro, and this is a snapshot of his first semester plan in Starfish. You all will create one of these plans when you meet with a counselor one-on-one in a breakout room in the next few minutes. You'll see one of the courses that Joe Vaccaro is going to take for his first term is going to be English 110 / English C 1000. Now, one thing to note, if you're planning to take English in the summertime, the class will be called English 110. However, if you plan to take English in the fall, it's going to get a new name. So it's getting renamed. And so the class will be called English C 1000. So let's go ahead and look at the class schedule search on the right-hand side and how Joe Vaccaro would look for his classes. So what Joe Vaccaro would do is he would go to the subject section and he would look up English, English composition if he is taking the class in the summer, and then he would press search. And what he will find is a whole list of class sections of English 110 with different times, different days, different modalities, online, on campus, or a hybrid. And then Joe will go ahead and choose whichever English 110 section works with his schedule. If Joe Vaccaro plans to take English composition in the fall, he will look at English Common Course, ENGL C 1000, and he'll press search and he'll find all of the different sections with the days and times and modalities listed. Now, if you go ahead and take a look at Joe Vaccaro on the left-hand side on his plan, he has chosen for his first semester to take a Cal GETC Area 4, which is that social science course area that we were talking about. So Cal GETC Area 4 is a placeholder. And so instead of looking at the subject, he is going to go ahead and look at the class schedule search under attributes. He's going to find Cal GETC Area 4 and he's going to press search. Once he does that, he will go ahead and see that there is going to be a whole list of different courses that he can choose to take that would fulfill a Cal GETC Area 4 social sciences course.